Hello, my name is Gerald Stafford. I am the principal founder of Fourth Dimension Technologies. I'd like to welcome you here. This is going to be a very short video on becoming a Microsoft certified trainer, and this is titled So You Want to Be an MCT. So the purpose of this video to kind of just really help you guys clearly understand what the process is about. We're going to discuss who Microsoft certified trainers are, what do they really represent in the industry, what's the average salary of Microsoft certified trainers currently as of this recording, because those numbers continue to increase. And then we'll talk about what you really need to do to become a Microsoft certified trainer, because there's a lot of information in the market. Unfortunately, most of it is not correct. So we want to try to help you to understand the process and get you started. So the first question becomes, what are Microsoft certified trainers? Well, Microsoft certified trainers have the sole authority to deliver training on Microsoft technologies and products. That means that Microsoft certified trainers can deliver content within the MOC, or what we call mock environment, Microsoft official curriculum. They can also deliver content outside of that in non-Microsoft partner-based relationships. So they are in fact the gold standard of technical training. Microsoft certified trainers have been in operation since 1993. Was when Microsoft launched that program to help with the training for those that were certified in Windows 3.1 and the SQL product line. Before I move on, let me just say a few more things. Microsoft certified trainers must be certified in the subject matters in which they teach in a quote mock based environment. So that means if they're teaching in a Microsoft educational partnering environment, they must be certified in the course in which they're teaching, or they could run the risk of losing their MCT status. In non-Microsoft environments, community colleges as an example, that person could in fact teach other courses that they are not yet certified in, but obviously Microsoft does not recommend that. Now here's the good stuff, which is why you have some interest in becoming a Microsoft certified trainer, outside of the fact that you may be passionate about helping others to learn and develop their skill sets and reach goals that they may have professionally. So the average salary as of this recording, which is late August 2022, because the numbers keep changing, and the good news is that they continue to go up. The average salary right now for a Microsoft certified trainer as of August of 2022 is $136,931. That's an increase of about 15 to 16% of what it was in 2021. Now, if you visit our website, you may see a different number, like 135,000 in some places, or 136,100, or even 116,000, which is what it was in the 2021 cycle. So the numbers continue to change. So you should use this as a pretty rough estimate, because that numbers continue to increase. It's not going down. That's the good news. What do salaries range? Well, the ranges of salaries are anywhere from 85,000 to 253,000. Now, mind you, I am talking about Microsoft certified trainers that work in-house, meaning they are employees of an education provider, a Microsoft partner provider, a corporation like Coca-Cola, of one of those organizations. These are captive employees. They work in-house. Microsoft freelancers, trainers that are freelancers, obviously make much more, because they set their rates based on the difficulty of a class. They may set an hourly rate, they may set a weekly rate, they may set a rate for a particular class, and all classes do not pay the same amount. As an example, a Microsoft Fundamentals class is going to pay less than a SQL class at an expert level, just so that you have some clarity there. So the salaries for Microsoft certified trainers really are continuing to grow, and opportunities are continuing to grow as Microsoft continues to gain market share in the Azure family of products. What do you need to do to become an MCT or a Microsoft certified trainer? The first thing you need to do is obtain a Microsoft qualifying certification that meets the MCT program entry requirements. So if you do not have a certification that meets the entry requirements, you cannot move through the process of becoming a Microsoft certified trainer. What does that mean? If you hold a Microsoft Fundamental certification as an example, that certification does not qualify to meet the standards for entry into the MCT program. If you hold now a mouse certification and you are not currently an MCT, that certification will no longer meet the requirements for entry into the MCT program. Though it has historically, since 1997, Microsoft has recently removed that certification as a qualifier for the MCT program. If you want more information, you can visit, obviously, Microsoft's website. You can also visit our website, which I'll share with you a little later toward the end of this presentation. So you have to obtain a Microsoft qualifying certification that meets the MCT program entry requirements. If you already are in possession of a qualifying certification in the Microsoft family, generally meaning that you have an associate level certification or above, you meet the requirements, the first step of the requirements for consideration for entry into the MCT program. Let me say that again because that's where the confusion continues to be. If you are already in possession of a qualifying Microsoft certification as a general rule of thumb, and an associate level certification, you should meet the requirements for consideration for entry into the MCT program. So you met the first step, the first requirement. The second requirement is that you must attend a Microsoft Instructional Skills course from a Microsoft Authorized provider. What does that mean? That means that the provider in which you receive your Microsoft Instructional Skills Certificate of Completion must be an authorized provider and on the list of authorized providers that's available at Microsoft's website. If you attend an instructional skills course from a provider that is not a part of the authorized Microsoft Instructional Skills Providers list, your certificate of completion will not be honored by Microsoft. And unfortunately, students make this mistake from time to time. So be clear when you go to take a class, if Fourth Dimension Technologies is on the list, we are an authorized provider. We're number 2 on that list when you go up there. So when you take a class with us, you can rest assured that the certificate of completion that we give you, that we issue to you, will be in fact honored by Microsoft, and you will meet the entry requirements provided you have the underlying certification. So it's important for you to understand that. I'm going to say it one more time and then I'm going to move on. You must attend a Microsoft instructional skills course from a Microsoft authorized provider of instructional skills certification. To further clarify that, that means if you went and you took a MCT or an instructional skills course from a Microsoft education partner, and they are not an authorized provider of MCT certification, that certification of completion will not be honored. So the education partner is not necessarily an authorized provider of MCT or instructional skills certification. That is a very unique skill, and there is a small group of companies that are authorized to provide that particular certificate of completion. I hope I've clarified it. You can visit our website. You can visit Microsoft's website. You can see a list of the authorized providers. Okay, let's wrap this up and then we're going to leave some contact information. Here's a conclusion. Microsoft MCT certification is in fact the gold standard in technical training. The reason for that is it is a very stringent membership-based program, and it is the gold standard as it has been in operation since 1993. So other vendors that have technical training certification-based programs generally follow the gold standard that has been set by the MCT program itself. So if you have Cisco or CompTIA or any of the other vendors, understand that this is in fact the gold standard of technical training. It is recognized internationally, worldwide, and you can teach Microsoft official curriculum anywhere in the world, provided you have the certification for the class in which you're teaching, if that delivery is in a mock environment or a Microsoft partner-based environment. Secondarily, salaries are exceeding $136,000 as of this recording, and they continue to grow. Salaries are ranging from $85,000 for those with minimum experience, and that is not technical training experience. By the way, that is technical experience. An MCT has value as an MCT. And don't let anybody confuse you and tell you that that's not true, that you need a lot of training experience. You don't need training experience. You need MCT certification, and that skill set is validated by an authorized provider. So when we talk about the range, that range of 85,000 to 253,000 really is dealing with technical skills. You must possess a Microsoft qualifying certification. If you don't have one, you cannot take an instructional skills course until you obtain it. Now, to put a caveat on that or to clarify it, you could take the class, but it would do you no good, because when we issue the certificate of completion, you cannot submit it to Microsoft because you don't meet the first requirement. So it's a waste of time and money. So you should make sure that you have the underlying certification first, and you can get that by visiting our website or Microsoft's website, and you'll see the list of all of the qualifying certifications. And then you make sure you have one of those. If you don't, then go and get that certification and then come back to us. If you have it, you can move forward and enroll in one of our classes. So you have to possess a qualifying certification, and then you must attend a authorized provider's instructional skills course such as fourth dimension technologies. Okay, lastly, we're just going to wrap up by giving you some contact information. If you want to connect with us, if you have some questions, if you want to take a look at the offerings that we provide a number of different paths, meaning that you could take an in-person class in select cities, you can do a virtual live instructor-led course online, or you can do our very popular self-paced course that requires you to take a final exam with it, and there's supplemental videos built into that course that you can have access to throughout your training career. So our contact information is as follows. You can visit us by going to https fdtec.co or //fdtec.co. Our email for general information, if you want to enroll in a class and you want to get things clarified, you can email us at info@fdtec.co. Again, that's info@fdtec.co. And lastly, you can call us at 1-770-800-1853. One more time, that's 1-770-800-1853, and we will gladly assist you in obtaining your Microsoft Instructional Skills Certificate of Completion so that you can now become officially a Microsoft Certified Trainer. I hope this was informative and helpful, and good luck